Hello everyone, my name is Pierre-Luc Gingras and I'm working for Vetwater for the last 2 years, and today we will talk about cat water urinary formula that is now clinically proven. The session will take around 10 to 15 minutes, and after that you will be able to understand and answer all questions regarding the product. So this is the fourth topic that we will talk today. So the product needs, the solutions, the clinical testing, and the concept and the size of the price of that new category. So before we go any further, just a quick recap on the business. We sell that product for 2 years now. We are sold in 8 countries. We are doing business with major chain like Petco in the US, Amazon in the US and Canada, and pet lover centers in Asia, and other regional chain around the globe. So we're really proud of that 2 years. So the product needs. We know the number one reason why a cat will visit a vet is because the feline lower urinary tract disease, which we will call FLUTD. This problem, this urine problem, it's a massive problem for cats, and that means it's a big opportunity for the store's associate or the chain to present a product to shoppers that will help the cat to make sure we don't have that problem. So the FLUTD represent a little bit less than 7% of all visit in the United States, the vet visit. So it's a big problem, big category that we need to address, and cat water will help you to address that problem. So a little bit more about the problem, the FLUTD problem. 60% of those problems is what we call idiopathic cystitis, which is basically an inflammation of the bladders. And two reasons that cause that inflammation. Number one is the cat doesn't drink enough water, and number two, it's related to stress. So we don't see it, but cats are really stressed in general, and that's one of the problem of that 60%. So the second reason is the urolyte, which is the struvite and calcium oxalate that we are used to here in the market. So this represents 20% of the problem, and mainly that problem is caused because the cat doesn't drink enough water, so he cannot flush his bladders, and the food that it consumes or the water that it consumes has too many minerals in it. So the cat accumulate minerals in his bladders, and that's when those struvite and calcium oxalate are create and cause that problem. And the third one, for 15%, it's really the plug. And the plug is the same reason of the urolyte, so not enough water, too many minerals in the bladders, in the urine. So, but the plugs can be very dangerous and can eventually lead to the death of the cat. So that's a massive problem. So the solution, yes, three pillars to the solution. Number one, it's to increase intake of water to dilute the urine. Number two is to reduce the minerals content in the food and in the waters, so less minerals in the urine and the bladders. And number three is to control the urine pH level in the bladders. So the solution is to find the optimal pH level for cats, eliminate minerals content in the food or the water that they drink, and make sure the water tastes better so that it will drink more to flush the bladders. So the pillar number one, what we did with cat waters is we adjust the pH of the water between 6.2 and 6.4. And if you look at the chart at your right, you will see really the sweet spot that the urine pH of the cat needs to be at 6.3. If it's too high, that's when those struvite are created, and if it's too low, it's when the calcium oxalate are created in the bladders. So really, we need to work with the cats to make sure his urine pH is around 6.3. So that's really the sweet spot, and that's why we adjust the pH of cat water at 6.3. Solution number two and three. So number two is the minerals that the cat will consume. Um, we know it will have some minerals in the food. That's normal. And but what we never really look at it is the water. And when we start the study, we realize that the mineral levels on waters is really all over the place. So you can have tap water at 400 ppm, you can have bottled waters at 300s. So what we did is we make sure that cat waters we are at 0 ppm and totally make sure that we don't have any calcium and magnesium in the waters to minimize the chance to have any problem with the cat regarding the FLUTD. Uh, Solution number three, the pillar number three, it's the taste. So cat water tastes really good for the cat. And cat has taste buds in their mouth that are really attracted by acidic product. So cat water is slightly acidic at 6.3, so the cat really love the taste of the waters. And on top, we don't put any chemical that will play with the taste, like chlorine or any other toxin in the waters. So the waters smell nothing for the cat, so he's really attracted to it, and he loves the taste of the waters. And even if you taste the water yourself, you may feel something on your tongue, uh, and that's really the acidity of cat water that you will feel. It's you will not feel a big thing, but you might feel it. So you can try it. Um, and pillar number four, the plastic that we use to bottle cat waters is PET1, which is 100 recyclable and recyclable to the infinity. So it's the footprint is really low. The government are not looking to ban the problem, and why we need to use PET1, that specific plastic, is to have no problem with the chemical leach, and the solution that we use is really like what they use in the medical for human sites. So it's the best way to make sure we don't have any problem with the product. So in brief, in recap, so the fourth pillar is pH level between 6.2 and 6.4, no minerals. The cat will consume 48 more waters with cat water in general, and we use PET1 to make sure that the bottle is recyclable and no chemical leach. So we did a study on February 25th, 2020 with the University of Montreal with the vet school. And the study was on 60 days on 16 cats, and it was what we call a crossover. So 8 cats was feed tab waters, 8 cat was feed cat waters, and after 30 days we cross over. So we can really compare both cats. So we look at the mineral content in the urine, we look at the USG, which is the urine specific gravity, we look at the quantity of water consumed, and we look at the urine pH. So number one, which is clinically proven that you will find less calcium and less minerals in the bladders of the cat with cat waters. So we see really after 4 weeks that the level of minerals has go down with cat water versus tap waters. Urine specific gravity, same story, it's clinically proven. We see after a couple of weeks that the urine specific gravity going down, and probably if the study was longer, the urine gravity will even go more lower than what we saw in the study. Water intakes. So we have the water intakes on tap water, we have the water intakes on cat waters, and the difference is 48%. So and the testimonial just showed to us that cats really love the product. They really consume more water, and that's key. That's really key. And the last point is the urine pH. So the right you will see on cat water and left the tap waters. So you will see on cat waters, it's really more like less variation in the bladders in the urine, and this is really really interesting because we know that the less variation that we have in the urine pH, the less chance we have to form those little stones, which are struvite and oxalate calcium. So that's a good news too. So in brief, it is clinically proven that we reduce mineral concentration in the bladders. Same for USG, which is the urine specific gravity. And it's clinically tested and observed that the cat will drink more waters, and the same for the pH. And why we cannot say clinically proven for the two last is because the study was not long enough. So probably eventually we'll do a longer study to prove those two last points as well. So this is the label that you will find in the market. At the top left, you will see clinically proven, and you will see the 5 bullets under the urinary formula, which is functional spring water encourage cats to drink more waters, reduce mineral concentration in the bladders, optimize pH targeting a healthy urinary tract, ozonate purification process, and chlorine and toxin free. So that's really the 5 points that a shopper should look at. So we did a marketing test with 350 person, and we asked the question, what do you feed your cat at home? What water do you feed your cat? So 59% feed tap waters, 21 feed filtered tap waters, and 18% are already feeding bottled waters. So that's a big piece of the market right there. After that, which we call the key metrics, we ask them 5 questions: if they like the product, the beneficial, if they believe in the product, if it's unique or purchase intent. So T2B, it's top 2 box, so it's really really positive. Neutral is right in the middle, and B2B is bottom 2 box. So that's where we don't want to go. But the good news is the T2B and the neutral are really really strong on the product, and we focus more on the neutral and to make sure that the shoppers are moving to neutral to the top 2 box. We need to make sure that they can find the product easily at store level. And the reason of purchase is of course to prevent any urinary issue with their cat, and they believe that cat waters is better than tap waters. What will you most encourage to try this product? So sampling is number 1, coupons and discount at point of purchase. And the price that they will be willing to pay, it's every day at $2.99, $2.19, sorry, and on promotion at $1.99. So that's the 2 products that we have for cat water urinary formula at the moment. We have the small bottle and the large one, and the $2.19 and the $9.99. This is the manufacturer suggested retail price. Maybe in your country it will go for higher or lower than that, but that's what as a manufacturer would suggest. So thank you very much for your time, and hope this will help you to grow your business in this beautiful new category and make sure that cats are more healthy at the end of the day. That's the main reason why we work in this industry. It's for the benefits of the pet. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to send us an email at info@vetwater.com. Normally we are pretty quick to response, like 24, 48 hours, depends on where you are in the world and the time zone. So we will respond to your questions. So thank you very much again, and hopefully I will be able to see you soon in shows or even in new stores. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.